What's going on, everybody? Jade up here. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than what I'm normally used to doing. A lot of my videos are on positioning guides and how to maintain, resources with set gear and stuff like that, and what gears to run per trial and stuff like that, as far as like kind of almost like min-maxing your tank to help debuff and buff the group as much as possible. But this video is different. It's going to be over how to basically how to be self-reliant and be a selfish tank. And I hate to say it like that, but some people are still asking me every single day in Cloud Rest and Asylum and VHOF and stuff like that. Like, hey man, I'm having so much trouble self-sustaining, and I'm running, Torogs, and I'm running I'm running your builds and stuff like that, but I'm still having a hard time self-sustaining and stuff like this, and I'm just, and I've been running this build that I'm about to show you guys for quite a while, probably a very couple years. I will throw these setups on together and literally just be good to go. I don't have to worry about anything. It's literally like the most laziest thing you can do is throw on this set here if you're an experienced tank and just, sit there, hold black, and not do a damn thing. But if you're new to tanking, or if you're new to a certain trial or anything like that, if you're just new in general to any kind of in-game content or any dungeon content or anything like that, or if you don't have a healer in some of your dungeons, or you just don't have a healer actively on you, such as like on the last boss of Helvra hard mode, if you're going to take all the gargoyles back, this setup could be for you, and it might help out a lot. And this is a really good setup to run if you need to be a selfish tank. And I don't recommend you running this for score runs and stuff like that. I only recommend this for beginners and for people, just barely going into like new trials and new fights and stuff like that, that you have no idea on how to do any mechanics or anything like that. So without further ado, I'm going to list 6 different sets up here, and I'm going to tell you the ones that I really like to run for certain things, and then I'm going to list, alternatives. So these 6 sets are going to be it. So there's going to be, a monster set that I guarantee to run with no matter what, and then 2 other sets that I guarantee you to run, and then 1 additional set. So you're going to be basically running 3 different sets, excluding your monster set. So, and then your last set, which is your 3rd set, you're going to be running is going to be you're only going to be using it for the 2-piece set, and it's really going to be kind of situational where you might want to use it and stuff like that. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and pop these 6 sets right on the screen. As you can see, we're going to be reading left to right. And as you can see, we have Thorax Pack, which a lot of these sets that you may know. So we're just kind of going to read them and then read the 5-piece set. We're not worried too much about the 2, 3, or 4-piece set yet. Thorax Pact, basically what it does, decrease the weapon enchant cooldown and increases the enchants by 30%. So basically, if you have a Crusher enchant, it's gonna make it pretty badass. Earth Gore, everybody should pretty much know this one is, but if you're a newer player, you may not. When you heal a friendly target that is under 50% health, even yourself, you conjure a pool of quenching blood underneath them, which soaks up the enemies, blah, blah, blah. Basically what it does, it heals you for a shit ton over 6 seconds. I'm not going to read it all. You can sit there and read it, but it basically heals you for a shit ton. It can occur once every 35 seconds. Yeah, I'm not one of those guys that's going to, read literally everything. But anyways, Dragon, what Dragon does, which is the second one down from Torox, it reduces the cost of your ultimate abilities by 15%. Now, the monster set obviously is Earth Gore, and the set that you will be running uh, every time will be the dragon set. So dragon set will be on your body. It'll be chest, legs, hands, belt, and gloves. Those 5 pieces. And what you can do is you can run sturdy on all of them. You can run 2 infused, which would be chest and legs, and then sturdy on the other ones, or you can run 2 infused on the big pieces. That's exactly what I suggest, is running 2 infused on chest and legs, and then running either sturdy, well fitted, whatever on the lower pieces, which would be hands, belt, and gloves. And the reason why is because for the infused on the big pieces, you get more resources from that. So if you put a heavy infused chest on and with an enchant of like stam or something like that, you're gonna get like 1100 or 1000 or whatever it is. I can't remember. I'm doing this off the top of my head, but you get like 11 to you get basically a 1000 extra stam, opposed to if you would have put like a sturdy chest on, you would get like 980 something or 868 or some shit like that. So whatever. Anyways, long story short, infuse on big pieces, which would be head, chest, and legs. Those are your big pieces, and definitely try and make those infused if you can, and then you can throw sturdy on everything else. That way it reduces your cost of blocking and stuff like that. Anyways, next set over here to our right is going to be defensive position, which is the which is the sword and board from Asylum. Basically what it does is when you use defensive posture and any of its morph it's used up, it's going to restore you with about 1880 magicka or 1818 magicka, and if it expires, you're going to get 4545 magicka instead. Now, defensive posture and all that shit lasts like 35 seconds, so the chances of that going away anytime soon is pretty rare. Anyways, so our next set is going to be the Blessing of Potatant. I call it the potato set. Pretty fitting name. Basically what it does is it reduces the cost of your ultimate abilities by 10%. Yes, that's right. Potatoes and dragon do stack with their set pieces. Dragon does 15%, potato does 10%, and yes, they do add together 25%, and they do stack. So the next piece is going to, and you will wear the potato set, the dragon set, and the earth core set. Those would be the 3 pieces a set you will run all times, and then the other 3 sets, which is Torok's offensive posture and Maelstrom sword and board, which is the last one we're going to get into. Those are your optional ones per whatever you're doing and whatever you need. So basically what the Maelstrom weapon sword and board does, which is on the bottom right, when you deal damage with low slash, your next fully charged heavy attack used within 5 seconds restores an additional 2000 magicka and stamina. That's absolutely badass. It's not gonna lie. That's badass. So again, you're gonna be wearing dragon, you're gonna be wearing potatoes, and you're gonna be wearing earth core. Now, here's the thing. If you are in a trial or a dungeon or whatever, or a boss fight, and you need excuse me, and you're taking a lot of magic damage or shit like that, what you're gonna do is you can equip the Asylum sword and board, and you can equip the sword and board and put the defensive posture on. Just make sure you activate it, and that way you're constantly getting magic back. Now, what I honestly suggest, and the reason why I have Torx back here is because I was using this on Cloudrus in the video, and what I did notice is that obviously the more spell damage you have, the better your heals are going to be for certain abilities, such as like energy orbs and stuff like that, because it's magicka base and it's only off of magicka. Also, Maelstrom sword and board. I really kind of recommend this one to be absolutely selfish as hell, And the reason why is the low slash. Yeah, anytime you low slash and you heavy attack within 5 seconds, you're going to get 2,000 magicka and stam. Are you kidding me? It's ridiculous, man. You heavy attack anyways and you're getting stam. If you have points in tenacity and you heavy attack, you're definitely going to get a crap ton of stam anyways on top of the 2,000. If you're Argonian or if you're even using tri-stat pots, like, you're just going to get that much more stamina back. And if you're a Dragon Knight, you heroic slash, heavy attack into igneous shields, you're gonna get a crap ton of magic stam back. You're gonna get 900 from igneous shields if you have that all the way leveled up to 50, and you're also gonna get it from tenacity when you heavy attack. So I really recommend doing Dragon, Potatoes, Earthcore, and the Maelstrom Sorted Board, and this is purely for self-sustaining and just the selfish as hell build. That's what I'm gonna call it, the selfish as hell build. If you need help self-sustaining, this build is definitely perfect for you, because if you can't self-sustain with this, then there is definitely something you're doing wrong, and I will be gladly to grab you one-on-one on PC, Xbox, and just kind of, because I don't have a PS4, but I will gladly look at some videos if you want to send them to me in my Discord or whatever, and I will gladly help you out on trying to self-sustain. But this build right here should do the work and really help you out. And as far as like the skills go, you can literally use the front bar skill that I have here, which is Pierce Armor, Green's Dragon Blood, Invigorating Drain, Igneous Shields, Heroic Slash, and the ultimate you could either do whatever you want to do, whatever you feel comfortable with, because this is really going to be on, hey man, you need to self-sustain as a tank because our healers are not going to worry about you, right? So that's the build that I aim for, and I'm aiming for new beginners and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, this is absolutely cheap to get to. Potatoes is literally, I bought an entire potato set on Xbox and on PC under 10K. Like, it's extremely cheap. Dragon's a little bit more expensive, but you can just farm that in East March. Earthcore is a little bit harder to get because you have to do Bloodroot, but if you get a chance to do it, hop in the stream if you're on PC NA or on Xbox NA. I'll help you run, Bloodroot for that, or somebody in my chat will. Other than that, like, this is the setup for you. I'm gonna let this video play out just a little bit longer, and basically, as you can see, you're gonna see how quick I generate magma and how quick I generate Warhorn. And I actually have this on podcast on my Twitch, and I even count down how quick I was getting Warhorn. I was getting Warhorn roughly about every 35 to 37 seconds, like that's give or take 5 seconds. And then I was getting magma pretty much every 25 to 27 seconds, give or take 5 seconds, obviously. But I was literally like pretty much getting it every 25 seconds. And that's not even the quickest I got it. I got it in 20 seconds like numerous times, but I'm not going to be that asshole that's going to be like, yeah, I was, I got, 20 seconds one time. I'm not going to sit there and say, yeah, you can get it every 20 seconds. Well, no, you can't get it every 20 seconds, but there is a chance that you can. I'm not going to be that douche, right? Or the one that says, like, your spell resistance is a 19, 5, 6, 3 or whatever. And I'm not going to sit there and say, yeah, my max resistance, my spell resistance is 20k. Yeah, I'm not that type of guy. I'm going to tell you the average number and the correct number that I'm getting. And my average was around 25 seconds for magma, and around 35 to 37 seconds, give or take, because it kept going from 35 to 37, so it's just around there for Warhorn with this. So if you need to be self-reliant, self-sufficient on yourself, but still be able to pop Warhorns, this is definitely going to help you. If you need to be just selfish as hell, definitely just swap magma to your front bar as far as ulti goes and just go to town. Well, anyways, I kind of rambled on, and I don't know which all I hit, what all key points I hit, or anything like that. I really do hope that this really helps out, and yeah, just really hope this build works and helps you guys out. If you guys have any issues, comments, concerns, anything like that, definitely leave them in the comment section below, or come into my Twitch at twitch.tv/J__DUB, and I'll be sure to I'll be happy to ask any questions or anything like that you have. All right, well, we'll see you in the next video. Take care.